Copyright Creations. Today we're going to be building a fun and practical project, which is a triangle bookmark stand. We're going to build two stands. One of them is going to be made out of walnut and the other one's going to be made out of maple wood. So I got my maple and walnut here. It's kind of scraps that are just laying around the garage. I'm going to see if it's enough. If not, then I'll just cut more. Got a little bit more planing, maybe a little bit of joiner work to do, just to get everything square, flat edges, then we should be good to go. So this walnut board has just a crappy edge. It's pretty deep in there. I think the deepest part I can go to get the perfect straight edge is around like 5.5. So I'm just gonna rip all the boards to 5.5, and I think that should be relatively a pretty good size for width, just for any book. I don't want it to be flush with a book because then you're gonna be like picking at it when you're trying to pick up the book. So if the book overhangs a little bit, then you can easily slide your thumb over and then grab the book. So I think 5.5 is a good length, and we're gonna go with that. 5.5, which I think there's good. Thinking probably a mug is maybe like, give them a mug 4 inches if anybody did want to put a mug here. Then for the triangle, I'll probably cut this whole thing at, say, just give ourselves 9 inches. On that 9-inch line, I'm going to cut a 30-degree angle. I cut up the walnut part and the maple part. I did it all 30 degrees. The tip of where the book sits is kind of flat. Not really a big fan of that, but I'm still gonna roll with it just because, I don't really want to worry about the crazy ass angles. 30 degrees on everything, good to go. This is kind of the best I could think of. I don't have any kind of clamp that'll properly glue this without it, kicking out of alignment. So I'm hoping, I got blue tape on here. I'm just gonna put some glue in the joint and then align it and let it sit. And then I'm hoping just the weight of this board will be good enough. I mean, these things aren't gonna be holding a lot of weight. It's really just a book. So, yeah, I'm gonna give that a try. And if it works, great. I'll put a book on it and test it, but I got a feeling it'll be just fine. Not too bad. I honestly think it's gonna work, but we'll see once it's glued up. I just hope that the weight of just the wood itself is gonna be enough to kind of like compress everything. But I got high hopes. I think it'll work, but we'll find out. This is gonna get real interesting. didn't seem too bad, so. Probably come back in an hour or two, see how it's going, but I don't know, I feel pretty good about it. I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. They've been sitting for 2 or 3 hours now. I think I'm gonna take the tape off. I've kind of like pressed on the joint a little bit, and it seems pretty solid, so I feel pretty good about it. Look at that. Walnut and maple book stands. I'm gonna sand these up, get them all smooth, looking nice, get all the, you know, any little excess glue I might have squeezed out. And then yeah, I think we'll get up to oiling them. 220 grit. I just finished sanding them. I did 150 grit and then 220 grit. Overall, I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, laser grade the logo on here, and then we'll get to oiling. My SD card got full last night, so I ended up just oiling them, and then I picked up a new SD card today. These are what they look like oiled. This is the walnut one. I sanded the edges as best as I could. Don't really like sharp edges, but want to keep it looking kind of sharp, but not feel sharp. And then here's the maple. Yep. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is my first YouTube video on the channel. There's going to be much more to come. Going to be doing a lot more projects, a lot more, I guess, tech talks, talking about all the equipment I have in the garage. So that'll be cool. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, thank you. Stay tuned for the next videos. Appreciate it.